Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all doing well. Today I wanted to just do a quick video on how to terminate a Cat 5 or a Cat 6 cable. I know a lot of you probably watching this channel already know how to do this if you're in the IT field or any other related field, but I have had some comments asking for me to do a tutorial on this, so I figured I'd do it. Now, there are obviously many ways and many different tools out there now, combo tools to accomplish this. So please forgive me if this is not the way that you do it. This is just the tools that I have and the way I've been doing it for years. And we'll go from there. So let's dive in. So right now I have just a short piece of Cat 6 cable. And what you're going to need first is a good pair of scissors that are meant for this. I usually go into Home Depot or even go into Amazon and get a good quality pair of scissors to do that. Also, you're going to need a cable stripper that's meant for either Cat 5 or Cat 6. Again, there's a million different brands of these and styles online. It's just the one that I have. You put it over, and for the people that don't know how to do this, the reason for this is so that you don't cut through any of the cables or nick them with the scissors. You never want to use the scissors to strip the cable back. Then you're going to need some ends, of course. I have been using these pass-through connectors for years. I love them. They're just so much easier to put on, and also you get less chances for the cable to cross over once you strip it down and then have to start all over again. And then, of course, the tool that goes with this it's basically called the Easy Crimp. That's what these are. So those are going to be the tools we're going to be using today. Also be using a tester. It's always a good idea to test a patch cable if you're making them, just to make sure that you got a good cable. The tester I have is a little bit higher end tester because this is what I do for a living, but you can find cheap testers out there pretty much anywhere. So let's begin. So what we're going to do first is we're going to I usually like to go back a little bit more than an inch. Look at me, I'm already trying to pick up the scissors. You're going to pick up your stripper. You're just going to go around like 2 times, and you're going to pull the shielding off. Now you're going to notice there's some string in here, and then there's going to be kind of like a piece of, it almost feels like a piece of tape almost. So this is what they use to when they're manufacturing the cable to string these strands together. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take your scissors and just cut it as close as you can. Oops. Get the string there, put that aside, and just be sure when you do that you don't nick any of these cables, because the biggest failure when you're doing this is usually if you nick the cable somewhere down in here, you're not going to see it. It can be even the tiniest nick, and then you'll end up having problems with the cable. So next, what I like to do is, sometimes I use like a little, just a pointy screwdriver and put it in the bottom and pull these out if I'm kind of in a rush or making a lot of these. But for this video, I'm just going to manually untwist all these cables. So we're going to get all our pairs, and I like to kind of push them to the side as well. That way they're spread out. I'm going to do our last pair here. Alright, so when you're done, you should kind of look something kind of like this. Don't worry about that little piece of tape in the middle. It's not going to matter. When you push the end on, it's going to be fine. Then generally what I do, either if I have my screwdriver on me or what I'll do is I'll take my scissors and I'll just gently push down on the strand, and I'll just pull these a few times to straighten them out, just so it's easy to work with. And again, I know many of you probably do this maybe for a living or do this and you have your own ways of doing it, so please just bear with me. This is the way I do it. Don't kill me in the comments. So after that, now you have all your pairs that are all nice and straight. They're going to be easy to work with to put them in order to do that. Now, if you're new to doing this or you don't do it often and you're second guessing yourself on the colors, what I generally teach people to do that I'm teaching out in the field is just go online and download basically the pinouts and the colors. That way, if it's either been a long time or again you're not sure, this is new to you, you can just look down at the color pairs and make sure that you're putting them all in order. Okay, so we're going to start out with the striped orange, striped green, and what I like to do is I like to stretch them out. So again, so see this, it's kind of crossing over. So I try to like to keep them we're going with the blue, solid blue, striped blue, green, striped brown, and brown. Okay, so at this point you kind of have, sometimes it can be a little bit of a mess because it's twisted wire, so it's not going to be the easiest, okay, to work with, but that's why the more you straighten that out, the better it's going to be. So generally what I like to do from here is I keep a good grasp on here, and I'll take my scissors and I'll make sure and I'll cut straight across, okay, so that way I have good clean cut and it's straight, and I kind of just wiggle it and I start kind of just checking again the order of my pairs here so they don't get out of there. So then what I'll do is I'll usually have a bunch of these ready. I'm not doing this. So then what I'll do, you always put the tab down, and again the nice thing with these is you just push them through and they'll start coming out the end. Now before I keep pushing any further, okay, again I do one last check to make sure that all my cables are in the right order. So striped orange, striped green, solid blue, striped blue, solid green, striped brown, brown. So that's the correct. So what I do is I usually pull it all the way down. Okay, and you want to make sure that the outside jack of the cable is down inside the connector. Okay, all right. And then what you do is you take your tool here, you get to insert it into here. Generally I kind of like to twist it a little bit to get it in there. Push it all the way in, push down, and there you go. The end's on. I usually give it a little tug just to make sure it's all set, and that end is done. So we'll repeat the process on the other side. this is a good thing if you're like building a rack and you want to do custom length patch cables. Obviously this is much slower than just going out and buying pre-made patch cables, but sometimes if you're in an environment where you need custom lengths, this is where that will come in and do that. So the final thing is we're going to test this cable and make sure everything looks good. Okay, so as you can see, it obviously the cable needs to be plugged into something on the other end for this to test this. So this particular tester gives you this adapter here. So as you can see, I have all my pairs are good. If I had something that was wrong or crossed, it would fail. And it actually gives you the length of the cable. So this is a 3-foot cable. Okay. So again, these testers really come in handy too if you're at one end of a cable that you think may be bad. You can plug it in and obviously it will run its test. Let me see if this one will actually run a full test. But you can use this and you can kind of, it will, if there is, let's say, a puncture or something's wrong with the cable, it will actually give you the footage of how long that cable is. But if you're not getting a link light at the other end, then you'll have an approximate area. I know it's hard to measure it out, but you'll have an approximate area of where the cable is bad. But obviously this is all showing good and we are good to go with that. So I hope this video helped some of you that are not sure how to terminate a cable or wanted to learn how to do that. And again, leave a comment down below if you have any questions. And again, if you're not subscribed to the channel, I would greatly appreciate it if you could, because it goes a long way. And if you could hit that like button, I would appreciate it as well. And until the next one, I'll see you later.